Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video, here to go over an absolutely awesome Humble Choice. I am not taking any other opinions. Oh, this is a bad month. All these games suck. Whatever. If you think this is a bad Humble Choice, I don't even know what you want. $11.99 for this roster of games, I think is insane. I think the reality is they're highlighting the bundle around 3 games, but the reason I think this bundle is so good is because there is so much depth to it in terms of the quality. You are getting a ton of great games. I would say top to bottom, it has worthwhile games, which is very rare as far as Humble Choice is concerned. Usually, you get the 1 or 2 top-level games, and then the rest is a lot of smaller titles, filler, some would say, but I think this month is one of the best in terms of up and down. You've got something for everybody. So let's cover it, and let's go over all the games right off the bat. They are promoting as the big game, the Thaumaturge Deluxe Edition. Now, the Thaumaturge is a game that I played when it came out. I think it was last year, or late 2023. And I really dug the vibe and the ambiance of the game. It's another RPG that doesn't get a lot of interest. You know, it's interesting after the success of Expedition 33, but, you know, this is an RPG that came out, a different kind of aesthetic style, and just didn't really pop off to that extent, but I thought it was a really, really well-done game. A character-driven RPG with a rich story, morally ambiguous choices, and turn-based combat. So, you know, if you want that turn-based combat, it had some interesting mechanics from my recollection, and it came out back in March of 2024, so all things considered, still a relatively recent release, so definitely a nice addition there. It's on sale right now on Steam, 45% off for $19.24. Guess what? It's just baked into this bundle, and it's the deluxe edition that includes the original soundtrack and some other bonus items, so that is a great addition to this bundle for sure. On top of that, you will get Amnesia the Bunker, another fantastic addition. You know, as far as the Amnesia titles go, the Bunker is one that a lot of people ended up enjoying. I wasn't ever a crazy Amnesia guy, but, you know, I can appreciate the game's a first-person horror game set in a World War I bunker. A relentless AI-driven monster stalks you. Survival depends on finding tools, crafting items, and keeping the lights on. 7,665 reviews. You've got a 93% positive reception. So, you know, a pretty solid reception, all things considered, and if you're into your atmospheric horror games, one that you're probably going to end up enjoying, $24.99 on Steam, but included with this bundle. Next up, this is a fantastic addition, Shadow Gambit: The Cursed Crew. This is done by Mimimi Games, the same people that brought you Shadow Tactics, Blades of the Shogun, and Desperados 3. If you're remotely into tactics RPGs, this is going to be right up your alley. Mimimi Games is an incredibly talented studio. Unfortunately, the world of game development is a very, very difficult world, and games are expensive to develop, and unfortunately, their games just didn't resonate at a commercial level for them to continue doing other games. But man, in terms of a trio of games that a studio can put out, Mimimi Games is as good as they come with those 3 titles. But a fantastic, fantastic game here if you are into tactics titles, and $39.99, even when it's on sale. I want to say the cheapest we've seen it for was like $19.99, and it may have not even hit $19.99. I'm actually curious in pulling that one up in terms of how cheap it's been, because that's one that's still a somewhat recent release, and yeah, the lowest it's been was $19.99, so you're talking about a lot of value here. Next up, if you want a JRPG, you're getting that as well. Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes is included in this bundle. Like, are you kidding me? That came out at $50, and I want to say the cheapest we've seen that for was definitely not lower than 20 bucks. Let's pull up that as well. Lowest recorded price was $19.99, so from a value standpoint, with Shadow Gambit and Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes, you're crushing it. Now, this is a game that I had a lot of hype and anticipation for. Unfortunately, there are issues with it. Obviously, you've got that Suikoden ambiance and inspiration going on, I should say, but you know, while it is a throwback to those older games, it could have used some quality of life updates that I think would have made the game overall a bit more worthwhile. But all in all, still definitely a good pickup at this price point, and included with this bundle. I mean, it's a worthwhile playthrough. It's, you know, with a lot of these games, when you're talking about games at this quality level, it's, are they worth your time? Eiyuden Chronicle is a lengthy JRPG. It is going to be a time investment, but I think if you're into the genre, you're going to end up really enjoying it. So definitely, that's a great addition. I mean, always love to see JRPG support in these bundles. Aeon Chronicle 100 Heroes is a solid one. Then you got Star Wars Bounty Hunter. Yes, another great addition. And, you know, Star Wars is always going to be a notable IP, so when you have a game like Star Wars Bounty Hunter as like a tertiary game, that's fantastic. Lowest recorded price for this was $9.99. An updated release of a game that actually never came out on PC before until this updated release by Aspyr. So very positive reception on this one. 848 reviews, 85% positive. Then you've got Ultros as well, which is a game that went really under the radar. Has such a trippy vibe to it. Definitely a psychedelic type of game. That's what they describe it as, a psychedelic Metroidvania where you wake up stranded on the sarcophagus, cosmic entity holding an ancient demonic being trapped in the loop of a black hole. You will have to explore the sarcophagus and meet its inhabitants to understand the part you play. Again, a very, very trippy visual style, but solid reception, all things considered. An 81 on Metacritic, very positive reception, 503 reviews, 80% positive. And then lastly, you've got Corpse Keeper. That is available as well. Don't know too much about this, but it goes for $19.99. An action RPG here, very much a throwback visual style, a very challenging action strategy roguelite. You'll need to lead a squad of 3 corpses to explore the grim and dark medieval world within limited time, build a powerful army of the living dead, and finally kill the demon lurking in the deep end of the cathedral. 1,088 reviews, 76% positive, so definitely like the lesser known title of this roster of games, although it has more reviews than Ultra, so take that for what it's worth. But yeah, and I totally forgot to mention it. Evil West is in this bundle as well. I don't know how I totally forgot to mention this. Yes, Evil West is in this Humble Choice as well. That's one of their games that they're promoting. I guess I just totally went over it. But that's a game that still goes for like at least $17.49, around that range. $14.99 was its lowest price point. But that was done by Flying Wild Hog, the developers of Shadow Warrior, and you're getting that as well. A dark menace consumes the Old West and solo recall, fight with style and visceral explosive combat against bloodthirsty monstrosities, eradicate the vampiric hordes with your lightning-fueled gauntlet, and become a Wild West superhero. Mostly positive reception on this one, 7,900 reviews, 74% positive, so a great reception on that as well. But again, this is one of the best Humble Choices in a long time. I'm not even taking the opinion of, oh, this is a bad bundle. There's no good games in here. Like, at the end of the day, gaming is subjective. Game tastes are going to be subjective. But when you talk about it from a value standpoint, up and down, this bundle is ridiculous. It is stacked. It is killer. $11.99 for all these games. $11.99 for, like, Aeon Chronicle is a bargain. $11.99 for Evil West is a good deal. $11.99 for, let's just go at it, you know, Shadow Gambit. That's cheapest price was $19.99. And then you're talking about getting Amnesia the Bunker. You're talking about Thaumaturge. Just a great bundle with a lot of depth to it, and that's why I'm high on this bundle. Maybe it doesn't have a game at the level of, I don't know what some of the other, you know, that Yakuza Like a Dragon Hi-Fi Rush bundle was probably my favorite bundle ever, but you know, you had 2 bangers and then it fell off a little bit. Here, up and down, you're just talking about quality game and quality game. So that'll do it for me. Link in the description box below. If you do buy it using my link, I do get an affiliate kickback, which is much appreciated. But check it out for yourself. Great bundle here, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate it if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.